everybody. This is Henry Watterson and Adam Saunders from Quarry Park. This is episode 3 of the vlog.
3!
You recently talked about faith and doubt in a sermon, and I'd like to expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, faith and doubt, that faith and doubt must coexist. It seems like it's controversial, but it's really not. I mean, millions of times a day we exert faith and doubt. You can think of the brakes in your car. You don't know the brakes will stop your car. You believe they will. You have a high degree of certainty they will. You have faith that they will, but you literally can't know that your brakes will stop your car when you push them. So that means that, in a very technical sense, you are exerting faith every time you tap your brakes. Now, the degree of likelihood that your brakes won't stop your car is very low, unless somebody's mad at you and they cut your brake line.
Yeah, precisely.
So, but I mean, even this bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this bridge. We are here at Rock Quarry Park. We're about 2 miles in the air.
Yeah, easily.
Or 100 feet, give or take.
Give or take a couple miles.
And this bridge seems pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and it seems pretty sturdy, but you can't know that this bridge will support you.
Right.
You think it will, you look at the structure, you believe it will, you have faith that it will. You can't know that it will support you. You have faith, and then there's a degree of doubt that you must have that the bridge will support you, because you can't know it. So it requires faith, and even if it's just 0.000% of doubt, faith and doubt must coexist. And this happens anytime faith exists, doubt also must exist. In our Christian faith, it's the same thing. We have faith in God, we have faith in Jesus for salvation, but there are many times where we will wrestle with doubt in our life. And I don't think God is necessarily mad at us for our doubts if they are sincere. And if you're struggling with understanding what faith means today, you can typically exchange the word faith with the word trust. Very similar in meaning.
This reminds me of doubting Thomas, Henry. Thomas doubted that Jesus died and resurrected, and when Jesus came to him and he said, "Thomas, feel the holes in my hands, the holes in my side," he had doubt, but God did not judge him.
That's a good point.
And I think that's an example of where God did not judge someone for their doubt. But maybe do you have an example of where God did judge someone for their doubts that weren't sincere?
You think about Joseph, and Joseph had doubts that Christ would be born through Mary. He had doubts about that. Thomas had doubts, and God wasn't mad at these people when they had doubts. Now, you can think of plenty of examples where he was. One of the main ones that sticks out to me is a small passage in Matthew 13, verse 58, where Jesus avoided doing miracles in a town because of their unbelief. Their overwhelming unbelief caused him to skip over their town and perform miracles in their town. Now, most of us would want God to show up in our life and do miracles and signs and wonders, but doubt can hinder that if it's not sincere.
So there may be some folks here today, Henry, that have always thought or believed that you cannot ever have any doubt in your faith. And curious, how's this going to help them?
There's going to be many people watching this today that do struggle with faith and doubt. You wrestle with it, and sometimes it gets the best of you, and sometimes you get the best of your doubts. But if you have doubts, you're in good company, because we all do. Some people just won't admit it. And so it's okay. As long as your doubts are sincere and they're not things that are causing rebellious action in your life towards God, you're in good company. Pray and seek God in the midst of your doubts and your struggles, and just be honest with Him. He already knows your thoughts, He knows your heart, and so be honest with Him. It makes me think of the father who had the demon-possessed son and sought out Jesus to heal his son. And when he found Jesus, he said, "Lord, I believe. Help me with my unbelief." And so if you're watching this today and that's you, you're okay, you're in good company. So don't quit the faith. Don't think you're weird. Don't think you're strange. You're okay. But don't stay in that place of doubt. Seek Christ and turn to Him, and He'll meet you in that place. Vlog 3, done.
I'm going to get my fishing pole.